What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. So Grand Theft Auto 6 gameplay has been officially revealed, and I'm not gonna lie, the game is absolutely phenomenal. I'm probably gonna be glazing this entire video, so I just do apologize for that. But the first thing that you need to know is there's a couple interesting things for the recording and the way that Rockstar actually recorded this. So you need to understand that the footage that you're seeing is actually recorded on a base PS5. I can't believe that because the entire thing is not like recorded on PC. It's not cinematic graphic quality, but it's actually the gameplay footage that you will be seeing when you play the game. Now, mind you, if you're on a PS5 Pro, it's going to look a lot better than this. What they wanted to do was prove to you that the base PS5 is still going to run Grand Theft Auto 6 in a really good capacity, and it's going to look really good. And they said that it's like a challenge that they're trying to prove to us to show how confident they are in being able to optimize a game as massive as GTA 6 into a regular PS5, and then also getting that good quality. Now, the fact that you can see here from the gameplay footage, there's like police car chase scenes. You get to mix the gameplay between Lucia as well as Jason. So like you're getting completely different experiences. Even if someone is playing the same exact mission you are, they're probably going to see it in a much different way. Usually with like say Grand Theft Auto 5, when you were to play that and you got to run away from cops, you're driving the entire time. It's basically you're just driving, you're running away, and then you're trying to hide. That's the main thing. But when you're with Jason and Lucia, you can mix and match. So like for example, the footage you're seeing here is you can either drive as Lucia to try and get away from the police, or you could swap to Jason and shoot back at the police, and it gives it more of a cinematic feel than what we've seen with other Grand Theft Auto titles in the past. And there's like a crazy set of facts that they told New York Times. And so, for example, with the NPC animations, like not even just like the police car chase scenes, but just seeing the way NPCs react to everything that you do, they said there's over 600,000 animations for how NPCs can react in the world, compared to only 55,000 that were available in Grand Theft Auto 5. So you see what a massive difference it makes compared to just the last GTA that we ended up getting. You also get to see how big the map is from some of this footage, the different activities that you can do while you're playing. And here's one thing that they also mentioned, and this one was mentioned by IGN. They said Grand Theft Auto 6 has a very big map to explore, so if you take a bit of time and you explore, you will be rewarded a lot. There are things that you're going to be able to get, say for example, cars, clothes, money, different things that you're going to be able to unlock outside of the story. And so it's like the fact that it's a very large map in that key aspect, to where not only is the map just big and you can drive around, but there's going to be a lot of activities and things for you to do alongside that. And the fact that the graphics looks absolutely insane for just a regular base PS5 is pretty crazy to me. Like, I still can't believe that we're seeing that. Usually the type of quality that we see stuff like this in when it comes to gaming is like the pre-rendered 3D, CGI cinematics that they have. Those are just like the cutscenes, but we never get to, play like that. The quality would usually downscale and then go back to the regular way that it is. But you can see here from all the gameplay footage, it keeps that high fidelity there. And I know you guys probably want to hear the audio of Grand Theft Auto 6, but unfortunately with like the rules of Rockstar, and if I want to share the gameplay with you guys outside of Netflix, I have to give a commentary on it, which is why I'm pretty much just yapping right now. But it's just, what do you guys think about the footage that we've seen so far? 26 minutes, they showed us an entire mission at the start to where they're trying to pick up something for Booby Ike, and we know who Booby Ike is from the descriptions of GTA. He pretty much runs a nightclub, but then he also has some things going on in the background. Now, one important thing that they also do showcase in the gameplay is NPC density. They said thanks to current gen consoles and the power that they have, they're not limited to what they can do like it was like with GTA 5, PS3, PS4 and all of that. They were limited to how many NPCs would be walking down the street, or like if you were to go to a nightclub, it would usually be, pretty empty. There's not as many people in there. It'd be like, maybe 20 people max in a building, and it'd be a lot of empty space, and so it doesn't give you the feel of like a real nightclub. But when you look at the real nightclub here in Grand Theft Auto 6, it is like you could barely walk. Like you gotta scoot on over. Your character animates to react to the NPCs to move side to side just so they don't hit them while they're dancing. Every single NPC is doing their own dance, their own motion. They look completely different from each other. And so that's what they're able to do because of the current gen platform. And that's what they're pretty much saying about that. And so the fact that this is what we're seeing here in terms of the upgrades compared to what we had in Grand Theft Auto 6 is crazy. And then one thing I do want to touch up on are the leaks that we had. If you guys remember, or if you've seen any of those leaks, he's leaked like 12 different things, and yeah, he had an older build for sure, because the way that the game looks right now with the way that Rockstar has shown it to us versus what the leaker showed to us. First off, the leaker was showing it to us in really, really bad quality. You could barely see anything at all. The graphics didn't really, it wasn't done justice. The second thing is it looked like there were some things not finished. For example, like Jason's hand, going through things when he pulls out a weapon and all that. So it's like it was clear that the game was not finished. But now here, when we're starting to see the more developed and finalized version, mind you, they said the game is still not done, by the way, so maybe there's going to be even bigger upgrades than this that are going to happen. But according to Rockstar, at least from the note that they left us yesterday, the game is almost nearly complete, but not fully there yet. And the main question a lot of people were wondering is like, will the single player, I don't want to replay all the missions over and over again. Will the single player last us long enough until online comes out? So will we be able to, have something to do until then? And with how massive the map is, with how many different activities are actually there, it looks like you are going to be able to do a lot. And on top of all of this, it's very important for the story as well. So according to what they've officially confirmed is that, number one, Jason and Lucia want to be in a romantic relationship when GTA 6's story officially begins. So at the start, that's what they want to do. But whether it happens or not is completely up to the player, because if you make some decisions to, I guess, have Jason betray Lucia or Lucia betray Jason based on what you do and how you interact with them, then that can actually result in maybe them breaking it up or maybe even turning into enemies. So I feel like depending on who plays the story, it can end in a completely different way. Maybe they can end off as enemies, maybe one kills the other, who knows, or maybe they'll, end up being married at in one of the stories. So it's like, it looks like you're gonna have options, right? And so because of that, it just makes it to where it's gonna add more replayability to Grand Theft Auto 6 at the end of the day, even before the online mode comes in. And then you also got other things. For example, Jason and Lucia can get fatter, they can get skinnier, they can get more muscular depending on if you work out. And then they showed a scene where like you can open up a fridge, choose what's in the fridge, and then eat or drink it. And so you're gonna have to do that. And then you also have to sleep. If you go to multi-day partying, you're gonna visibly appear to be tired, according to Grand Theft Auto and to Rockstar. And so there's a lot of detail when it comes to everything like this. You can also pet and scold dogs, which are shown within like the first few minutes of the actual gameplay footage in itself. But what are your thoughts based on pretty much the 26-minute drop? If you've seen it, comment down below what your thoughts and opinions are. I do believe they are gonna post it later today, so by the time you're watching this video, they may have it up. Go check it out on their page. But that is all that I got for you guys in this video. Thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys back on the channel again. Peace.